You got a big mic this year. That's great news.
Huh? Yeah, I got a job.
For a mic.
Yeah, Tom got a well-paid job. So.
Good job, man. I worked in a pharmacy. Oh, what would you call a pharmacy here?
Yeah, pharmacy.
I worked in a pharmacy. A chem. Oh, that's amazing. You guys are just so much more dignified than us.
We're really
I worked in a chemist at home, and one day I got there and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. So I went to the guy and I was like, hey guys, I have great news. You don't have to deal with it anymore. I have bad news. I'm leaving. And they let me go right away. It was great.
Wow.
Another time I worked in a t-shirt store, and I used to have a clothing company, and they found out about my clothing company, and the t-shirt company was like, hey, this is a competing brand, you can't have that. And I was like, well, it's not really competing because I'm not in the stores, and you know. And they were like, well, you're stealing our trade secrets. And I was like, okay, well, I understand this is what you're gonna say. I'm not. I'm your best seller. If you want me to leave, that's fine. But I'm not stopping the clothing. So they told me I got fired, right? So I was like, at least let me finish this sale. It's a usual customer, very nice. I went out in the other room.
So this was mid-sale?
This is real life, because the kid was trying on clothes.
Okay.
And his mom liked the way that I was dressed. So she was like, can you just make this kid cool? They make fun of him at school. And I was like, oh my God. My heart broke for this kid. I related to him. So I was like, all right, I got this. So I picked out all these clothes. She was like, there's just more clothes, more. And I was like, so I got all these clothes. And then I went in and got fired, and I came out, and I helped her finish, and whatever. And I had the biggest sale in the store's history. And then I walked out the door. And when I got in the parking lot, I got hit by a car.
No.
Real life. I was fine. Totally fine, thank God. But I was hit by a car. Pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
It's a hell of an whirlwind of emotion. Whirlwind of a day is what it was.
That really is.
Pretty good.
An extreme story.
No. Pretty good. Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already.
Cool. Alright. Hello, Joe from
Hello.
here.
Will and Tom.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really well.
So I know Will and Tom sounds better than Tom and Will. How did you decide to put one first?
It sounded better. I
Great.
promise.
Cool. Deal.
So we've chatted to you before,
Mm-hmm.
and if anyone wants to see that interview, it's like here or there or somewhere. We chatted to you last year when you were at the rescue rooms.
Yes.
And you're at Rock City Basement now,
Mhm.
a year later. How's
Yes.
that?
It's great.
Mhm.
Very exciting time. I love it in Nottingham so much.
Mhm.
There's a Wagamama within walking distance. The people here are insane. The shows are great. And it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited. And we have this new album, Other People's Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited. The whole thing's going great.
Mhm.
Swivel chair. Life's great. Nothing bad here. Come on in.
Oh, sorry, you're in an interview. My bad. I gotta go.
It's alright, Simo. Don't worry about it, man.
Enjoy your interview. Bye bye.
Simo's the promoter.
Oh, okay. I've
He's a
seen
good
him
dude.
around a lot.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, Other People's Greatest Hits.
Hmm.
What made you want to capture the greatest hits of other people?
So first things first, we're a weird band. So we do weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Second, why am I holding a Sharpie? Third, we've always covered other people's songs because it's really fun. I remember when I was growing up, I got an album called From Your Screen to Your Stereo, and it was a Newfound Glory album where they did cover songs. I got a Less Than Jake one called Greased, where they did all of the Grease songs from the movie and the play. I thought it was so cool. Like, I just thought it was so cool to hear a song I already knew done punk rock. I thought I was like, what are the rules? This is crazy. Like, you know, I'd never heard that or seen that before. So it's always been something I like doing a lot and our band likes doing. And we were preparing for this tour and we had a bunch of songs we wanted to cover. And we're just like, dude, we're not able to make a full-length album right now. Let's just make a cover album. It'll be fun. And it was. And we did it. And we covered a Little Mix song. This is a shout out to my ex. It's a great time.
Okay, so a general, a kind of average set list at the moment for Peyton Pendant. Is that a lot of the songs off the Greatest Hits album?
Just one. We're just doing one, yeah. We're a weird band again because we've been around for so long that we have, I think publicly we have like 225 songs out. So for us, when we play a show where we're headlining, we have a lot of fans from different time periods who know different things and want different things. So we like to accommodate as much as we can to each fan, which usually just ends up pissing everybody off, like rather than making anybody happy. But we try to make everybody as happy as possible. So if we did more than one cover song, because the album's brand new, it'd be weird because then they wouldn't be able to hear an older song or blah, 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 blah. So right now we do one. Last night we did Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. I don't know what we'll do today, but we'll figure it out.
So when do you kind of decide? Is it like you're on stage and it's like, should we just do Spice Up Your Life? You know,
A little bit like that. Like, they've gotten angrier at me over the years, the band, where they like want to know what's happening before it happens. Because we're very like, I'm a very last minute kind of dude. It's one of the symptoms of ADHD, which I clearly have, which is you want immediate stimulation. So you don't want to think about things and plan. You just want to do it as it's happening, which is a terrible, terrible way to live. I just can't stress that enough. So the band, before we play, while they're playing, I'll go and watch their band and I'll write a set list as it's happening. And I kind of do it based on how the crowd's reacting to other bands. Because I see if they're rambunctious rambunctious crowd, I will do a set with rambunctious songs in it. If they seem like they're maybe a little bit like more subdued, I'll try and do subdued songs tilting towards rambunctious to maybe push them in that direction. Mm-hmm. I just want everyone to have fun. Mm-hmm. Is the whole thing.
What's your favourite to do of the covers?
The covers so far, well, they each have their thing. So far we've done Spice Up Your Life by the Spice Girls. Thank God. And then we did a mashup of a song called Wasted with the song that's by Tiesto, with the song by Avicii called Wake Me Up. Mm. And then we did this song, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. So what I've noticed about them is this. The Spice Girls song is like the heaviest recording we've ever done. It sounds like a metal band. It's like angry sounding. And it's really funny to watch like happy Patent Penning fans who are wearing like Ninja Turtle t-shirts listen to a metal version of a Spice Girls song. Very, very funny for us. So the reaction is usually like, what's going on? Which is funny to me. And then the Wasted Wake Me Up song, not everyone knows the Wasted song. It's not as popular, but it's a great song. So it's one of my favorites, so I really wanted to make sure we jammed it in there somewhere. So when we do that song, people are like, huh. And they jump up and down because it's fun. But then we get to the part where they sing Wake Me Up and everyone knows that. And then everyone's like, ah. And then Rick Astley is just a cultural phenomenon that just keeps being popular 30 years later. And mostly everyone just like dances like Rick Astley, which is very fun.
And is this music that you like and listen to usually? So this is all stuff on your play. The last time we spoke about the Billboard Music Awards, and like you were meeting the people that like
my soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack to kind of like everyone's life. Right. So this is Little Mix, Spice Girls. Is this stuff that you listen to? Rick Astley,
This is everything I love. Like Rick Astley, for whatever reason, my entire childhood. It's not like one particular year. It's like my whole life. My parents love that song, so it's always on. Like I grew up listening to that song. Our band does something when we used to tour in a van in America. We used to do something called the 100 Song Challenge, or 100 Song Challenge. So what the deal was you play one song 100 times in a row without stopping. If you lose count, you have to start over. Okay. So we did that with Rick Astley like 6 times. So as a band, there's no chance we haven't heard this song at least 600 times. Telling you it's way more than that. And we used to, when we were really bored, prank phone call people and sing that song to them. So that song's been a huge part of our band forever. Okay. Every other song is just songs that we love very, very much. I will confess, I had never heard the Little Mix song until someone said, dude, you should cover Little Mix. Because I was on the phone with Boy Jump Ship telling them about the project, and they're like, dude, you're doing Little Mix. They're from Geordie. Like they speak Geordie. Joe, tune, Little Mix. It's a tune. So I was like, I'll check it out. And we listened to it. I was like, this song is amazing. So I fell in love with that song right on the spot. We were like, we're doing this song. Okay. But that's the only one that we didn't chronically obsess over at some point in our lives before now.
How have you changed in the past year as a band and maybe as a person as well? As a band member, how have you developed since we last spoke?
Very good question. As a band, we've changed because I had already been living, not forced, because we wanted to have a child, but I had already been living an adult life. I already had to make that transition because when you have a child, everything changes. For the rest of the guys, all of them, for whatever reason, this is the year that everyone was like, okay, my life is happening now. And it was less waiting around in between tours and recordings and more, oh man, I have a life and I need to be here for this. I also still want to do the band. How do we balance it? So I think the band's learned how to balance a little more. And we've also learned what is important and what isn't important, so we don't argue as much. Like, watch this. Fuck you, Anthony. I don't mean that.
Shit.
Are we allowed to curse? It's YMCA, we can't curse.
Oh, dude, you just ruined the whole interview. Start over. Take it from the top.
But yeah, so I think we've learned to pick our battles more. Because we're together so much. We're like brothers. How many years have we been in a band together?
16 and a half.
You know what I mean? So if you have a 16-and-a-half-year-old brother, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So we have to learn how to deal with each other, and we've learned to pick our battles because I think he has learned maybe a little bit more about what's important in his life versus some stupid thing that we would argue about, like how many calories are in a donut or something like that.
The potty training phase is really fun for all of us.
So so Anthony's in a thing right now where he's potty training a child right now. And I think he understands that maybe we don't need to argue about what time we should load our equipment in because he's got bigger fish to fry. So that is how, as band members, we've changed. As a band, we've changed because we have this new album thing. And I think we're a little bit more focused on big picture more than immediate stuff. Personally, I've changed because parenting has become much more intense because she's older and she knows things. Her latest thing is she says, "Just one moment," which is adorable, unless you're trying to be like, you have to do this right now because you're a parent and you need to like teach your kid discipline, you know, and I'll be like, you can't throw that on the ground, you have to pick it up right now. And she's a smart ass like her dad, so she goes, "Just one moment," and then walks away and just go, "Ah." And you can't get mad at her because she's being polite, but you also can't yell, like, you know what I mean? You can't let that happen. So I've changed because I had to learn how to adapt to more intense parenting.
Yeah.
And we're getting our house renovated, redone, so we live with my parents right now. Like, we moved back into my high school bedroom, so it's like a sitcom. It's very funny.
Yeah. Actually, that's a great sitcom. Just
Yeah.
an idea.
It's really something.
Now, it's something I asked you last year, and it's probably the same answer if it was a correct answer that you gave me last year, which I'm sure it was. I'm not saying.
I remember this interview being very good, but I don't remember what was the question.
Where does the name Pain and Pending come from?
Oh yeah, terrible question. Kidding. It's a great question that I truly don't know how to answer that would appease anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in 5th grade. I thought something was hilarious. It's not.
Yeah, that's the answer we got.
And that's it. Like that's truly what it is. And there was this big moment in our band's history where they didn't know what it was. And afterwards they were like, "Dude, tell us what the band name is." And I told them, and each one of them was like, I don't care. That's stupid. So you should know that it means a lot to 5th grade me. Grade 5 me.
So it's an embarrassment thing.
No, I'm not verified, because, I mean, we were all stupid in 5th grade.
Yeah.
If somebody could prove they weren't an idiot in 5th grade, then I'd be embarrassed. But I think everyone was an idiot in 5th grade.
Hey!
I know for a fact I was an idiot in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next then? Because the album's not even out yet, is it?
It's not out.
So it's
May
all-
26th. But we've been selling it on this tour so that the British fans can get it first because we're very grateful to them and we want people to have it. And the label wanted people to wait. We didn't want to wait, so we kind of worked out a thing. Now people can have it. Ta-da! So, comes out May 26th. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff towards that. And that'll be fun and exciting and surprising. And then this summer, we're doing a tour in the United States with Simple Plan.
Yes.
And set it off. What a day. That dude, so excited. Amazing band. We've stalked them over the years. And we made a video called An Open Letter to Simple Plan in 2011. And we put it on the internet. And we sent it to them. And it was while we were on Warped Tour with them. And they were on a much bigger stage.
You also crowd surf with giant signs.
Oh, dude, we during their set, we made these gigantic billboard signs, and we crowd surfed saying "Take Patent Pending on Tour," and they laughed every time, but they have to think we're stalkers. So we made this song about them, and we sang it and put it in a video. Chuck, their drummer, who is the nicest person in the world, and I'll tell you why, he wrote back and was like, "Hey, this sounds awesome, let's do it," but the timing didn't work out, and now they're touring again. And for whatever reason, they invited us to play in New York on the first leg of the tour. And we did, and after the show, they invited us to do the next leg of the tour. So we're very excited, but this is how nice Simple Plan is. Nicest people on the planet. Chuck, their drummer, is a platinum recording artist. Like, he is a superstar. Comes in, realizes we don't have any beer, which we weren't supposed to get, because we're opening the show. goes, "Oh my God, there's no beer. Guys, I'm so sorry," and leaves. We watch this man run out of the room himself, grab a cooler, fill it with ice himself, not a tech, not someone from the menu, puts beer in it, brings it in, and apologizes. Like, that's totally unnecessary and the nicest thing maybe anyone's ever done for us. So, amazing band. We can't wait for that. It's gonna be great.
And you're a big fan of the band.
Huge fan of it. They were definitely one of the 100 song challenges, for sure.
Right.
For sure. We definitely listen to Simple Plan 100 times in a row.
Oh yeah.
For sure. If not multiple songs.
We're so cool.
We're really cool guys. like Mama Number 5, Bang Boys.
Feeling this.
Like the fact that we listen to anyone 100 times in a row, and if we lose track, start over. Great move.
Yeah.
We're so cool. We're not cool.
Jay, just
For the record, all those bands are cool. We're just nerds. Go on.
just a quick one. What in popular culture at the moment? What kind of things are you enjoying? So film and TV at the moment. Is there anything that you would recommend to your fans to watch?
Amazing question to ask a father of a 2.5-year-old.
Right.
Because I am still up on regular pop culture because I'm making my business to be because I love it. There's a show called
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, new show, up-and-comer comedians, should be pretty good. Mr. Robot, unbelievable show. Outstanding. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it to anybody. So good. So good. There's a show called Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Oh my God. Like, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
Dude, what a surprise. Like, my brother was like, watch it. I was like, what's it about? He's like, don't worry about it, just watch it. Is it funny? Don't care, just watch it. You have to watch it. I watched it all in one day. So amazing. I was traveling. It wasn't like I was just like being an idiot sitting at home doing nothing. And then I'm really excited for Game of Thrones to come back. Very excited that Veep is back on the air. Oh, I don't know, your schedule might be different because it's England. It's coming soon. But I'm excited about all that stuff. Musically, I just found Little Mix. Very exciting time. And then what other facets of pop culture are there? In our country, sushis that are burritos, they make burrito sushi now. So it's sushi, but you eat it like a burrito, and they wrap it in a tortilla. Really cool.
Like a big sushi.
It's a gigantic sushi burrito, yes. Pop culture, it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
really good. But then children's pop culture, really into Sophia the First, Elena of Avalor, Moana, like all day long. I just play Disney with my kid.
Yeah.
So, lots of children's pop culture I know about now. Do you want me to sing the theme song to any of these shows? Because I can't.
Let's have for the first time in forever again.
For the first time in forever. I've seen Frozen this year more times than you've slept. Like, for sure. No question.
Okay, that's very committed of me. Okay, now one final question, unfortunately, that we asked to everyone now, is one musical artist that to you is the kind of pinnacle, the pioneer of music for you. So as a person, as a vocalist, as someone, someone in a band. So one person.
It's really hard. I refuse to be somebody who says I can't answer this question. 'Cause you can always answer a question. You can also change the answer later. This is America, you do whatever you want. We're in England. I will say this. I have many people like this. Because another thing's happened to me this year. I'm a songwriter in Nashville now. I write country music for other people. In studying the actual craft of songwriting, this might be a popular or unpopular answer. Ed Sheeran. This man has figured out every different genre of music. He's writing songs for everybody. He's writing songs for himself. He's number 1 through 10 on the charts right now. And the album came out 2 months ago or something like that. This person cares so much about the lyrics and the point, like, connection of the song. And I think right now, he is the ultimate songwriter. Yeah, I think that's the answer.
We've only had that answer once,
Well, now you have a
and that was
choice.
yesterday.
Who was it? Was it Ed Sheeran?
It was Ed Sheeran's support act.
Was it really? Who was it?
Ryan McMullen.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was the Ed Sheeran show good?
I didn't go. It was
You guys
like
just
man
go
sold out.
interview people and you leave.
We probably would have stayed for
Classic
Ed Sheeran.
move. This is the last one.
Okay, Anna's here whenever you're
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you guys
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
for all of this.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Let me think. Who's another one though? Cause like he can also sing and perform. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's people who are the best performing. Bruno Mars might be the greatest performer of all time, who's also in town tonight. I know he writes as well though. He wrote that song Millionaire. Did you know that? He wrote that song. You know that song F You or Forget You by CeeLo Green?
Oh yeah.
He wrote that.
Right.
He's a great writer and performer. Oh my god, he's like silk, you know. But there's so many talented people. It's hard. I'll go with Ed Sheeran. Damn it.
Fair enough. Ed Sheeran's good.
Bruno Mars can dance so well. They're all good. It doesn't matter. They're all good. Taylor Swift's really good at writing. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll go with Ed Sheeran. That's the answer.
Okay, Ed Sheeran. Jay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We hope to speak to you after the show.
Check out our new album, Other People's Greatest Hits, coming out May 26th worldwide. Available wherever albums and digital downloads are sold.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.